which goes to your pineal. And the photons that come on those angles of light carry messages. And it happens when you close your eyes. Your pineal is stimulated when you close your eyes. Now, the powers that be don't want you to use it, and thus we've all heard of calcification. You can decalcify your pineal gland. So the Vatican know of this knowledge. They truly know of it. They cannot not know of it. And the pine cone sits on the staff of the Pope also. I've mentioned this before. What is this pineal gland that everyone's talking about, and what happens when you trigger it or activate it in meditation, as people always ask? Well, the pineal gland is a very interesting organ in your body, or gland as it is, and it's actually filled with fluid, and surrounded around there are very similar structures to that of the retina of the eye. Now, something which is very, very interesting about the pineal is that it's connected to the same sensory visual part of your brain as what your two eyes are. Now, inside this fluid, they say there are small crystals. And of course, the pineal gland is light reactive, but it is stimulated by darkness. Science has shown us that in darkness, the pineal is stimulated. This is why we dream at night time when the eyes are closed. Your pineal is the thing that conjures these dreams into you, or brings you into the dream reality, as it were. Now, with this little gland in your head, and it is, as I say, filled with fluid which has small, tiny crystals within it, it is ultimately your connection to higher dimensions of reality. It is your connection to the spiritual plane. It is, as it was said, the seat of your soul. Now, the pineal gland, being that connection, is something that should be nurtured and looked after. And as I say, every religion, every scripture, every messiah, every spiritual teacher pretty much has leaned towards this, if not directly, then in a mystic sense. We can look to the ancient Middle Eastern religions, such as things within Egypt and the symbology of Samaria, and you see several constant references to the pine cone. The largest statue of a pine cone on planet Earth at present is situated in Vatican City. So the Vatican know of this knowledge. They truly know of it. They cannot not know of it. And the pine cone sits on the staff of the Pope also. I've mentioned this before. So what exactly is this pineal of yours? As I say, it's a connection to the higher dimensions, and it should be nurtured, cared for, and looked after. Now, I see inside there is fluid and there are crystals. Now, melatonin is created within the pineal, and they say DMT is a precursor from this. Just as with Moses had to reach the land, the promised land, flowing with milk and honey, milk, serotonin, honey, DMT, and amber substance, serotonin, milky white substance. Thus in meditation, you reach the same promised land, the land flowing from your pituitary and pineal of milk and honey. Now, DMT, the problem you have is we can't actually autopsy a human being fast enough because of DMT's chemical state to prove that DMT is being created within there. But we know melatonin, which goes to your pineal.